Hello, hello. I'm gonna have my desktop audio off right now because I'm listening to YouTube videos while I work, and I don't want to get copyright claimed pretty much. So feel free to add your own music in the background. Got some beverages. Got a character. Move out the way, Sigrid. Over here. Hello, Amanda. We're back from the dog walk. Finn was such a good boy. There were ducks in the field, and he didn't bolt off and be a naughty boy. Not a naughty boy, a curious boy. He was curious. He had his ears all up like, ooh, look at that. It's a duck. But they were right in front of him. And he was a good boy and listened to us when we said, stay there. Let them be. And they flew off without any problem. I was very proud of him. He's getting better at his weight work. Like when we came back, I had him wait in the porch area kind of thing. And he waited happily and silently while I went not only to the bedroom to get a towel for him, but all the way to the top floor to get his bag of treats. Such a good boy. Proud of him. Proud of you, bud. And now he's completely flopped next to me while I work. And I can rest easy knowing that the special pooch is happy for the day. I was going to listen to tutorials while I work, but I feel like I can't actually listen to what he's saying while talking. Might have to stop that and just listen to some music. Listening to a tutorial at the moment called Improve Your Lip Sync oh my god, I can't talk. Lip sync animation in 3 steps. Watching one earlier about how to break down poses and such. Just kind of like revising really before I delve in. The clip that I'm going to be animating as practice, so the 11-second club, the one where there's like a monthly competition, all animators lots of animators participate. It's like a movie clip that they animate to, just a random voice clip, and there's only they finish at the end of each month. So I think I'm a bit late to the party for the February one, and they don't pre-release the voice clip for the next month. So I'm gonna have to, I might just do this one but unfinished, just as like a practice shot, just to kind of warm up, and then come the 1st of March, see what one they have, and then kind of go a bit more full on for that one. That's my plan. The clip for this one, I'll download it and show it to you. And the first step, hang on, 11-second club. Put it downloaded onto my phone, but I don't have it downloaded on my computer. I'm going to turn this video off. Can't concentrate to it. Okay. Let me download this. You can't be already ready to play, but I've just come back and you were all like, no. Are you going to start making cartoons for your channel after practicing that? I'm going to be practicing. I'm not going to put myself onto any projects yet. I'm going to basically force myself to, rather than jumping into things, be a student and be okay with being a student for a little while. And just practice and everything, and the end of the kind of the end result will be I'm going to be making a short animation, like a little self-contained story. That's the end kind of goal. If I put onto desktop now, if I put desktop sound on, there it is. Crank that up. The sound clip that's for the February one is this. Let me play it now.
Do you think it's because I use the F word every so often?
Could be. Who knows?
Look, there's something wrong with her if she doesn't get what you're doing.
So that was a clip from the movie Julie and Julia. Was it Julie and Julie? Something is about a chef, I think. But the kind of movie where it's from is kind of irrelevant. Because it's actually better to not know what movie it's from a lot of the time, but so that it doesn't kind of educate your animation, so you're actually just coming up with ideas and characters and such. But last night I was like sitting in bed next to Tobe, and I was just like, this is gonna look weird, but I'm just gonna be acting this out. So I was like acting it out, working out the different poses, the different where I want the arches and breakdowns and such like that, like how I want the poses to go, how they interact with each other, when I want it to look like they're thinking, and just kind of the flow of the animation. And the next step would be to record that. Well, I need to make sure I know who I'm animating first, so I need to come up with some characters. But they'll be quite simple because the purpose of the whole thing is to animate characters. It doesn't matter necessarily too much about the character design, just about the acting and how you're handling that. I think is the most important part. So I'm going to record it, acting it out, so there's a reference, and then I'll start coming up with the key poses that I want to emphasize, and then the breakdown poses in between those. Then I'll start bringing in things like lip syncing, timings and such like that, and then I'll smooth it all together to create an animation. And it will take a little bit of time, especially because I'm incredibly rusty, but that's the kind of method that I'll be going with. And also, as long as on my portfolio and on my channel I'm showing a level of competency, like if an animator is really good, you could watch 10 seconds of their work and you can see the competency there. So in terms of like, I want to have a video that shows that level of competency, so it doesn't have to be long, it just has to be well done. So I'm going to be concentrating on quality. And not necessarily, yeah, being a student is the best. I'd stay in school for my whole life if I could. It is really, really good. And I do constantly like learning. Animation is just something that's been stagnant, I think, out of fear or out of maybe being a bit salty that my university didn't really teach me anything. Or just being like nervous to delve in to a project, because animation, it takes a lot. Like it's quite long. Like a painting, I can embark on a painting and I know that it's not going to be this long driven, like a long thing that's going to be part of my life and taking a lot of my time, and it's not as much of a commitment. That's the word I was looking for. But an animation, you've got to do the script writing, the character design, the storyboarding, and then the animation itself, which is difficult, and then you've got to do the cleanup and everything, and the sound, and it's just a lot. It's just many more steps, and it takes a lot more time for not that much animation footage. So it's sometimes scary to know what to animate. What if it's the wrong thing? What am I going to commit to, for instance? Because I draw so quickly, the thing is with animation, like, I mean, I did this one earlier. Did I show you this one? Ignore the jelly sort of thing. Oh no, where's my timeline? Did that one as a little warm up earlier. That one took like 5 minutes. But in terms of characters and stuff, I think it's just more complicated. You have to keep the volumes very correct. You have to think about all these different principles of animation. You have to think about it's the acting that's hard. Like, it's not just moving a character from point A to point B, there's acting involved. Except you are having to design and portray all of these things. But yeah, so I'm gonna... Hello, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm very sorry. But welcome. But yeah, it's just a more daunting undertaking, and it's just like, what if I picked the wrong project? And yeah. And also there's like with animation, if it's an animation you're doing for your own passion, there's a nervousness if you are like a nervousness financially, right? Hello, Angela. It just says potato. Oh, I love that. I'll have to remember that. Hello, potato. There's a nervousness because you're embarking on something that it's purely an artistic endeavor, although it would reap more professional gains in the long run. You're still taking time out of your money-making day to do something that is for development and your own kind of benefit. If you get that, so it can be scary, but I really want to, and I'm going to. Guys, turning out nice. This area, I don't want that ring to be lost. I might make it into a lighter color. I feel at the moment it kind of gets lost against that jumper, so I might make it a bit clearer. Like this. Yeah, that already looks a lot clearer against it. And then this string here, I have to think. I don't want that to get lost either. But I could make it into maybe a dark red string. Kind of thing. Red string type of thing. And if it's wet string, maybe I can use that as a way of adding some specular, some brighter red there. We're also going to add some red to these teeth. It won't be that bright in a minute. I'm going to tone that down. And we can add some shininess to this wood. Like, the reason why I made the wood quite so shiny is purely for communication to the audience what it is, because I feel like if I take away a lot of the shininess, a lot of these details will get really lost really quickly. I'm gonna just do that. So that would be kind of the local color, and then we can add some glints. That. This. Here. The side of that. Bring that even higher. Oomph. Like this. Kind of thing. Maybe. And then proper light glinting. And this is going to, the red thread will go around this. One of those cords that go into his mouth that make you go like, "There's a snake in my boot," or "There's a snake in my boot," kind of thing. So that's what that is. What that was, I thought it was clapping downstairs and it's Toba poking a ready meal. Like the cellophane on the top. So what is that? Someone clapping? Kind of wish there was more light in that. Had Mario RPG in my head all day, and I've not actually played it. The power of memes. Whoops. Was it on the button? I could actually use a different brush for this, to be honest.
Are you streaming again?
I am.
My goodness, behind you.
I know, he's flat out sleeping. Oh, Finn. That's so cheeky.
You're not supposed to, but there is a throw.
There is a throw, but he'll drool over that throw in seconds.
Hard.
I know, it's so comfy for him. Maybe put a towel under the throw even. Although the throw, we got the throw so it wasn't a problem as much.
Yeah.
He's
It
on
is
the
so comfy.
he's on the sofa behind us because our sofa doesn't have
Velvety material.
it's like a velvety material that if you like put any wetness on it, it like goes like dark grey, and also
Not supposed
to
shut that window.
we can't we can't wash the sofa because it doesn't have a removable cover, so we've got to throw over it. But Finn's drool, I'm sure that he'll be able to drool through it in no time.
Comfiest I've seen, though.
Let's leave him there.
I'll take the pillows off because.
Yay. Oh, bless him. He looks so happy there.
It's blissful. Hip is really sore, and I think
Yeah.
we've run out of painkillers.
Oh, bless him. No, there's one more. There's one more.
Oh,
Right
lovely.
here.
Let's give him it. Would you like a painkiller, young man? Get some more that soon. Because you have a problem with your hip. You will sleep comfortably as well, and you'll be really
Oh,
well rested.
sweetheart.
I'm gonna have some food. TV show.
Would you like me to join you on that?
How long have you been streaming for?
19 minutes.
It's up to you. I feel a bit bad stopping you at 19 minutes, but we can watch a proper show later on, and you're in the flow. You carry on with this. I'll come up and work with you after I've eaten in half an hour's time. We'll do an hour and a half together, and then we'll have a chill night.
Chill night. Good chill night.
And I'm gonna make...
Can we do some training?
Yes, of course we can. I'm gonna
In
also
our
make
chill
some
night.
chocolate mint slices.
Oh,
so tasty.
Are we going to have it
Delicious.
with our mushroom bourguignon?
Bourguignon. Yeah, of course
Bourbe,
we're
is
gonna
it
have
bourguignon?
Bourguignon.
I thought it was a G. Bourguignon.
There is a G, but it's a.
I've never had it before. Is it like stroganoff?
Oh, bud, back up.
Go back up, sweetheart.
I'm not playing right now. I'm excited by that. Oh,
Oh.
up you pop. Come on. Oh, you don't want to go on the one thing that you wouldn't go on. Oh well. I don't like banning dogs from furniture in general. I want them to experience.
No, he's only banned from that one because there's no way of washing it.
But the ones downstairs aren't big enough for.
No, but we're getting a sofa through soon.
Yeah.
As soon as lockdown stops being a thing.
Yeah. Right, I'm gonna go and have my food.
Enjoy.
And I will be back in half an hour to 45 minutes max.
Enjoy.
Much love. Have
Much
fun.
love.
That was fun.
Hell yeah. I think my problem is that I'm kind of messing up my light source. Fin. Hi, Carter. That turned into a different song. It was going to be Super Mario RPG again, but then it went do 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 do. Inspector Gadget. Doodly Inspector Gadget. So I've been watching this show called it's called Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. It's amazing. It's got like loads of Broadway musical numbers that are a bit subversive. They're quite rude and funny and somewhat like topics that you wouldn't expect. The creepy doctor's name is I'll write it here. This is the character. What? Let me put this as a size that isn't quite so crazy. The Bodfly Killer. That's his name. That's why he's got kind of lumps and bumps and everything like that. It came with the Go-Go Gadget pieces. Oh, that's not for boys. Everyone. Toys are for everyone. I was almost like quite proud of my I think that if I remember rightly, when my sister bought my nephew a doll and pram because he just really wanted one, and it's just like, just let them do what they enjoy, man. There ain't no boy and girl toys, it's just toys. That's a shame. I think that's kind of like the common thing now though, of like, that's just a toy. I hope. Maybe in not some kind of demographics. It's in my head now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Me and as I was saying, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, really freaking fun show. It's got really fun musical numbers that are insane. And it was just like, wouldn't that be fun though? Like the performative aspect of it. Wouldn't that be fun? Like I like when I was singing along with Toba with his guitar. It'd be really fun if I was doing streams and prior we like plan things like props and some lighting and like some sort of outfit change that we can whip out. So like I'm just drawing, kabam! Musical number that we just, I thought that would be really fun. If not for anyone, for me, but for me, because I love singing and performing. I was one of those kids that would like make little plays to show the adults. And like played pretend beyond the point where the other kids felt that playing pretend was cool. It was just like, it's just acting. It's fun. It's fun. And I voice acting, freaking love it. So fun. Yeah. There's also that kind of stigma when you're a kid where like other kids will say certain things are cringy. It's like, cringy is just a judgment. To me, that's just someone having a good time. Lay off. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes my teachers like this one. I love that, Amanda. Exactly. I used to love that type of thing. And I remember so I didn't have really any friends in school. And I used to be like a library assistant to the librarian there because it basically allowed me to have a way of hiding away at lunchtime. I would just like go to the back and then help sort the books and stuff. She was like my really like a really lovely solace from the school. And the other library assistants and I performed like a Christmas musical little show for the teachers and the librarians, and then like we had like a buffet and stuff. That was really fun. One of my very, very few good memories of school. And I do feel like still have a script for a play I wrote about photosynthesis. I love that. Yeah, cringy is just something kids made, and the thing is, like, adults say it too. Especially when it's like watching quote unquote cringy kids, and it's just like, please realize these are just, it's just kids. Even adults, like there was that whole thing. It turned out nice for the guy because everyone was kind of on his side, but where people were making fun of him for being overly excited about like a Star Wars trailer. And it's just like, can't you just see the beauty in that? Can't you see the beauty in being so joyful and excited about something like a trailer? That's fantastic. I'm so happy for him. And yeah, the librarian, she was my solace. She like, oh man, like I could just go to that office and hide and tell her about what was going on. And yeah, I didn't even like used to read that much. I had a lot on my plate, and my family were kind of not too into books. I prefer books as an adult than as a kid, but just having that place to retreat to and find solace was such a big thing. And it also kind of gave people the confidence, I think, if they were struggling being a library assistant, because it kind of gave them not only somewhere to belong, but it gave them a sense that they had some responsibility to like check out all the books and everything, and it gave them a bit of much needed confidence in having that level of responsibility, like putting the books back on the shelves and stuff like it. I should see if I could find the librarian on Facebook and say thank you all these years ago, the years past, like 15 years. Like, hey, still suck in social situations, but you helped, man. Me and Tobe were talking about this on the walk today, where there's a value in just reaching out to people that have even unknowingly given you help in the past, and just saying thanks, and keeping them in your network and value them in that way. Like I really value, for instance, my first when I was an intern at Disney Interactive Studios, the art director there, he probably doesn't even know how much he helped me. I kind of find my feet, and not find my feet, but like, he was so supportive, and he used to take us light painting. So like, you know, light painting where you take like a torch and then you do like a slow exposure photo and everything. He didn't really have to take us, but one night he was just like, just stay behind. We're gonna go light painting, and then we just had a really nice evening, and it was just like he did it for me and the other intern. It was so fun. It was so like lovely. And at the time I was going through some obsessive stuff of like had a quite severe eating problem, and he would see me obsessing over it in the office, and he would still be like, hey, how you doing? Let's get back to it. Let's get back to the work. Distract away. And such, which was good. I don't have such problems now, but at the time that meant a lot too. But yeah. So the feet of these characters aren't actually going to be in shot that much. So I'm not going to be too worried about detailing, but I'll at least make sure there is a rudimentary level to it. I also, at Disney, it made me realize that I wanted to go into games for quite a while. Before that I was like, it has to be film, but it's like, damn, games, they're like interactive films. That was interesting, and it changed my final year project quite severely. It went from like doing like a short, for instance, into doing a game concept design Bible, which was got me a really good grade. I think there's quite a big delay, Angela. Same about what part? Was it the library thing? So I'll keep this relatively simple on the feet. Actually, wellies don't really have that. It tends to be quite straight the whole way around. Like that. I should know. I was just wearing wellies to the dog walk, like I always do. There we go. There we go. Quite a nice difference that layer makes. What a difference a layer makes. 24 little brush strokes. This up to here. Whoa. Umph. Use some on here. Like this. Adding some rim light. Oh yeah. Make it stand out against the background. Artistic license on rim. 'Cause it looks kinda cool. It wouldn't be over that because the hat would be in the way for any more. Do the same for the arm. Starting here. It also gives a little bit more of a visual description of shape. That's quite a lot in darkness. I want to make it quite a shiny material. Like, even if it's not like wet, it gives it kind of like a weird greasy look. If you get me. Don't know. Yeah, and this needs some too. Bring this up here, the bump. Oh, wrong way. Wrong direction. Bump, bump, bump. Might be too high up. Yeah. Probably use a different brush for this. I'm wondering if a sketch brush would be better. And I'm wondering if there should be a glint under here somewhere. Kind of thing. I wonder what glowy would look like. Hang on. This is a big long shot. I'm just seeing what it looks like. Like if I did this. And then this kind of thing. Just want to see what it looks like. Because it could also add a little bit of a light source to that area that might have some of the lost details. But, and we don't know what's under this mask, you know? It could be anything. So if that was glowing. And maybe color overlay with like a yellow. Ew. Well, that sucks, Amanda. Already sucks. And I can paint some in. And that would also cause like a shadow. Like, actually, if I make that like that. And that way I can paint some oranges on here. And as that gets away from the light source, it would turn more to red. Like more orange and more orange and more orange. The further away it gets. I think that the color overlay right now is too strong. One sec. I do hate this, which is a good thing. Yeah, there you can see the color better now. Like this kind of thing. Because these are kind of demonic things, demonic beings. So I can kind of play around with what that means in terms of how they are presented. It doesn't necessarily need to be like a normal face under there. And that does give a lot more visual description. Yeah, well, it's kind of like well, there's like wooden bolts and such, and then a strap up here. And this is kind of like a plasticky material, and the hair's poking through and such. I do kind of like the glow, you know. I do kind of like the glow. Not gonna lie. And it could be that like all openings, that means we could have the feeling that underneath there is this kind of glowy thing. Like he's this big ball of you know what I mean? Same with under the shoes, there could be much more red than that. Hang on, let me get rid of that color overlay, I don't like it. And this needs to be hello there, Altoid Yoda. So we're playing around with the idea that there's a light source under here. Might not keep it, but it does add a bit of a descriptor to this area that was kind of getting lost in details. Kind of thing, and it does make it creepy. If that glow was also there, these bits that are poking out would also have a bit of a light source going on. Also, would there be more subsurface scattering in this area? Take that down. I don't know if I want that part. I might make it so that that fabric is so thick that it wouldn't allow the light through at all. What do you think about that? I kind of like the glow, I'll be honest. gonna add some rim light to this kind of. I need to make this a bit more looking like there is fabric going over it. Not fabric, like a plasticky material. Oh, wrong layer. Plasticky material going over it. Like if I get rid of that bit, because I think that was losing it. So this would like pull across here. Maybe actually that's pulling there, like here. Maybe to here. Like this. But I do want it to look more like a wrap. Like it's wrapped in like cling film. That would work like that. It would kind of like go over, I think. Then it would have some like specular bits where the light is glinting off of the this. I might give the developer both versions and see what he likes. And that'd be the best bet for that. I'm gonna add some little detailing, I think. Whoa, not like that. Kind of thing. What? Moving. Whoopsie. Should go right to the edge. And then down here. Right to the edge again. Bamf, bamf. Guy just gets more yucky. Good. Glad. Probably work on the pocket. 6:43. Where did the day go? Oh yeah, I was gonna make it so that the jumper, not the jumper, the jacket was held together with teeth to add to that creepy. So I'll do that. Get a nice dark color. Like this. There we go. Keep it simple. Hello again.
You're going to be a bit busy and not doing more work tonight.
Oh really?
Not for work anyway, not because of laziness.
Because you're tired.
Not really, I've just got a lot of other things to do as well. So
What work were you gonna do?
got to make sure food stuff is prepared for tonight tomorrow, so it's not too much work. Got to take all the bins out, and I've got to do that thing in the units for them. And
Oh, I need to do my
if there's
Guernsey
time,
thing.
I'll do some work. But honestly, coming up to
7,
PM,
yeah.
I can't be bothered to do work for work in the day already.
Yeah, man. You've been working hard. Gotta address this pocket, haven't I? We'll get a kind of dingy colour. Full opacity. We'll carve out that rag. That'll need more shadow. And then a bit lighter. Soft brush. I might even make this a bit more like ragged around the edges, like kind of jaggedy thing. Because at the moment it looks kind of, yeah, not rubbish enough. Not too shiny or anything. This is a fabric that wouldn't really have any shiny. Shiny. We'll go right to the edge. And we're gonna add blood to this rag. Give this thing some shadow. Decided not to appear on camera for this meeting. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. So if I get like some different color variation on this rag, I'm gonna get a sketchy brush instead. Which I think would have benefited if I did a whole character in this, to be honest. That's all good. But I'm gonna... Not in this particular sketch. Pick one. Try this. Just add some... We'll just dirty it up. I think color variation would be good right now. Hue jitter, like boom, boom, boom. That quite low. And then if we do that again with red, not with color variation, sorry. And multiply. Maybe not multiply much. Let's go with that. And if we make it so that it's quite maybe new blood. Could even have some droplets. So like or dirtying it up after dirtying. I think I might do something similar for the coat, to be honest. Just some like, even if it's just making it a bit more grey on some areas of tension kind of thing. I go here, some maybe on the elbow. No. Could even just make it so that there's more color variation in the coat in general. It looks dramatic right now. I'll adjust the level. He reads fairly well in black and white. Get the hands and face reading more than anything else, if anything. That collar. So, 4. I think he's looking pretty good now. What do you think, Tobe? What do you think?
I love him.
Good. Let's pick a screenshot that's from the level that he's from. How you doing? So he'll be up against this type of backdrop. I want him to obviously fit into the landscape that he's part of. I don't want to get lost too much. So I might make sure I'm adding some more from like such that area. So if I take this color, that needs transparency thing. Okay. I think that helps. I'm losing some concentration, so I might have a little bit of a break. We just remove this. I see what it looks like in situ. On the main menu screen. Although with the UI, where is it? That's fine, we'll do it here. Way. This is the main menu I designed for it. Because also on the main menu, Botfly Killer was one of the ones that might be in the main menu. It might alternate between Sigrid and Botfly Man. So it wouldn't be bad to see how he looks instead of Sigrid. Bump, bump. Okay, I'm gonna have a break because I'm losing concentration to the point where I'm just procrastinating and on the actual drawing part. But thank you for watching. I think this guy is pretty much nearly done. I think the only thing that needs to be done on him now is adding some tools to his pocket and finishing the boots. I think that the top of him is I quite like how it's turned out. Doesn't need to go too much detail. If you look at these guys, they still do have clear brush strokes on them. I think that that's okay. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. But thank you for joining me. Check out Move 78. It's on Steam, ready to be put onto your wish list. The demo is pretty much finished. The developer has shown me it. It looks awesome. He's got so many puzzles ready to add to the remaining levels that he's making. If you like Escape the Rooms, if you like horror, if you like visual novels, I think you'll really like this game. If you like unique puzzles, there are so many different types of puzzles in the game. Then in the description, there's the Steam link. Add it to your wish list, and I will be. And it features all of the characters in the game are mine, and all of the UI is also done by me. Oopsie, cat. Yeah. So thank you very much. Take care. Goodbye.